Hoops Fest is over and it was a pretty good success. So let's go through the games that happened over the weekend because there were some pretty interesting results. As you can see, there was only 5 games. Every team only played once, which is pretty good. So you actually get to see like what every team looks like, especially if you had the ability to go. You could watch every single team in one weekend, which is fantastic. Anyway, let's start off on Thursday night. We had the Kings versus the Bullets. My Kings won. I was so pleased. We're still missing 3 starters, and the Bullets still look like they're in a bit of a shambles situation right now. It will be interesting to see what ends up happening for them in the offseason, but the Kings got the win. Kawhi was phenomenal. Double double. First double double for the Kings, which is great to see. Then on Friday night, we had the hometown team, the Wildcats, taking on the Hawks. Hawks, man, this was your game to win. Like you have the Wildcats who are missing their point guard. I know you're missing QJ Peterson, but still, like you took a lot more shots and you couldn't get it done. I This might be your season done. Wildcats continued to get it done without that import point guard. They didn't need him. David Duke Jr. He will be back soon, hopefully, like in time for the playoffs. And you guys are still looking pretty good. Like you've figured out how to play without a proper point guard, which is great to see. And you actually give the ball to JLA, which I love to see because he needs the ball as much as possible. Then on Saturday we had the Taipans and the Breakers. Pretty obvious. Breakers get the win. It was announced today that Rob Baker has torn his ACL, so he is out for the season, which is an absolute shame because the Breakers were finally looking like everyone was buying into what they were doing. Kareem Lopez is looking fantastic as that next star. Like Sam Menenga's having his career game seems like every single week at this point, and you were finding scratching at the door for sixth spot, especially now that Jack Jumpers have lost Will Magnay. Like there is actual potential for getting there, but now that there is not, it's going to be interesting. Then Saturday night, Melbourne United they got a win. What? That is crazy. Like they've been what? I mean, if you haven't heard, they've been 2-10 in the last 12 games since the FIBA break, but they finally got a win. It was by 2 points. They played a bit differently. Milton Doyle came off the bench and it looked a bit better, like Dash Daniels on that starting lineup. Again, the big story is Will Magnay. He's down with apparent foot injury, maybe a possible season ender. That's not good for the Jack Jumpers, but Melbourne finally got a win that they've desperately needed. Then on Sunday, I mean, it wouldn't be as surprising if Nathan Sobey was playing, but he didn't even make it to Perth. So to see the Phoenix go out there and win, and not just win, but like look dominant. Ian Clark finally had his career game, like not career game, like his usual, like what we knew he could be. Oh, and Foxwell looked fantastic. The 36 just couldn't, like that 4 guard lineup just didn't work against the Phoenix. But it will be interesting to see what happens in the playoffs for them. Anyway, we went 3 out of 5 this week, which brings us to 73 out of 126. It sounds worse than what it actually is.